Being Lebanese, having a Lebanese background, I feel very privileged in a way because we have a rich culture. Because, you know, with Lebanese, it's very important to honour your guests, people that walk into your home. And actually growing up, I was told that even if you don't like the person or if they're an enemy, you know, it's so dramatic in the older terms, you still have to put a spread for them. We're very aligned with our Māori brothers and sisters, Manakitanga.
Some cheese.
So Dad went to Australia in 1969, then went back to our village in Lebanon, it's Ainet al-Araz, and got married to my beautiful mum in 1973. And Mum came out to Australia and I was born a few years later. I love my siblings. I've got 3 sisters and 1 brother. Dad is quite the you know, kind of gangster dresser. I remember as a child there was a small space in time where things were very difficult for my parents, extremely difficult. I don't talk about it too much, but yeah, I remember food parcels, Salvation Army. We got through it, and my parents just continued to work hard, but those things stick with me. My dad's commendable in a way because Dad doesn't read and write. He left school at a very young age. Dad says to us, it burns his heart that he doesn't have an education. And he's a very intelligent man. Dad's memory is astounding. It's that burning desire for him to have an education, you know, that really drove him to push for us to have an education. I used to say to my mum, I'm not going to get married unless I find someone that's perfect. And she'd say, Rima, there's no one perfect in this world, but Roger's perfect to me and for me. So yeah, when I met Roger, that was it. We got married around 12 years ago. Yeah, we met about 2 years before then. And Roger and I met through a mutual interest in Lebanese politics.
Yeah, so it's a common interest for us. So we're both into politics, really. Ended up meeting in Australia.
Ended up in Australia,
yeah. And then, you know, phone conversations, and I'd go back and forth.
Got married in Sydney. Roger's got a lot of family there, and all my whānau are there as well. It was a great party. We worked together, you know, we travelled together, we planned together, we campaigned together. I'm very blessed, you know, we really love each other's company.
The family owns like a transitional housing facility, emergency accommodation facility, and it had its challenges because it's in transition to that from an old camping ground. Everyone sees the nice, lovely sort of part of Rima. But there's also a no-nonsense aspect to her, so you don't get out of line, basically. So unfortunately, due to the clients having quite a lot of complex needs, it really comes with its challenges. The
first few months that I started working full-time at the village, I'd come home and reflect on some of the things I saw and the situation that people were in, and it broke my heart. So, this is Amy Lee, and she's pretty awesome. This is Mr. Dante, and this is Frank Haimona. He's the man behind the man. So what we've got going on here is one of our community gardens, which the kids basically created. I don't believe there's strong racism that people want to say there is. There's just, you know, good and bad people. You grow up and you see how people have felt they've been wrong done by. That charges you, you know, and as a young person, yep, I was opinionated, but I tried to always have reasons for these opinions, not just for the sake of it. And I remember this lady once said to me, when you think about the word understand, it's to stand under. So in order to really understand the situation, you gotta put aside what you think the situation is and try and open up your heart and your mind to understanding what's going on and what's led to this situation. So we're at our Takanini Gurudwara, and it's an exceptionally special place to me.
She brought the Lebanese foods from Sydney. She always brings for our volunteers over here, dropping us.
And that's a big part of what drives me to just get the food, say, you know, this is my way of saying thank you. It's one of my love languages, to give people food.